Today we have the newspaper of 2nd January 2025. Start with the first news. That news is about the national government of having farmer protest in Punjab border. On that matter, the cabinet minister says that they will accept whatever the decision made by Supreme Court on Dhaliwal case. Second news is about the economic sector of India, that net GST collection growth slumps to 3.3 in December 2024. Next news is about truck moves down 10 New York revelers in New Orleans. That talk about the news of attack on USA, and that attack is done by a US citizen who has been served in US Navy, US Defense Forces, and this is the alarming call for the US lawmaker as well as defense agencies. Again, international news about Ukraine halt transit of Russian gas to Europe, and that is going to be a huge economic blow to the Russia, because a lot of revenue of Russia come from the gas, and it make Russia into a strategic position in the bargaining table. Next news is about Kerala Hindu bodies differ on men wearing shirts in temple. This news is about the banking on technology. India's weatherman to turn 150 on January 15. This kind of question can be asked in examination, that given four options, which is the oldest institutions and which is the institution that complete 150th anniversary in the recent time. On January 15, Indian Meteorological Department has been telling people about sunny, rainy and wintry days over a century now. And this this type of question, it can be directly asked that the foundation day and the year of IMD. Basically, IMD, Indian Meteorological Department, has given advice to the people of India about their weather, and this helped in the crop forming and planning regarding crop and giving water, or many other fisheries related department. At what time the cyclone come and at what precaution should be taken at the time of adversary. This news is about textile unit in India employing Bangladeshi. After 40 years, Bhopal gas tragedy, toxic waste leaves city. Tiger release back into Odisha's Simplipal Reservoir. It is our question can be formed over there, that where is the Simplipal National Tiger Reserve? It is in Odisha. Scorpion class submarine among 3 frontline platforms to be inducted by Navy on January 15. Maharashtra form SIT to probe murder of Beed Sarpanch. Retiring paramilitary personnels may get honorary senior rank. Center state roped in 54,800 monitor online content report. 4 terrorists associated arrest at Tral in Jammu and Kashmir. Space DAX, first of many as ISRO prepares for Chandrayaan 4. Recently, ISRO launched PSLV-60 from the Satish Dhawan Space Center in Sriharikota on Monday. SC to hear if pressing a bribe on a public officials is abandoning grant. Congress attempt to weave legacy of Gandhiji and Ambedkar into a singular narrative of social justice. Excessive nitrate found in groundwater in 440 districts. It is a challenging report for us because that contaminated the groundwater, and groundwater is a very crucial source for the water supply of civilians. Reports suggest that the 56% of India's districts face the problem largely due to subsidized synthetic nitrogenous fertilizer, a key input farming. A level more than 50% mg per liter is high. Bhunesh Kumar takes charge as UIDI CEO. 5 persons die inside well in Jharkhand, And 24-year-old man from UP kill mother, four younger sisters to save their honor. This is the more like a social news that this kind of event take place in India's society. Workshop on positive mind mastery for students to be held online on January 4 and 5. School enrollment down by over a crore in 2023 and 2024 report. For UN Environmental Summit fell short in 2024. What happened? In Azerbaijan's country war divided over fossil fuel. The plastic problem talk in South Korea also conclude without agreement because countries that rely on ongoing demand for plastic oppose a legal binding treaty. Next is a news about aunt team up to make tough decisions. This editorial is talk about too little, too late. It express about the situation of Manipur that is very late handled and addressed by Home Ministry, and a less content is expressed on Manipur situation. Next is about Dhaliwal should end his fast and press for talk on farmers' demand. The sorry state of India's parliamentary proceedings. It talk about the diminishing of parliament is deeply damaging to India's democracy. Next editorial is talk about tackling delimitations by reserving population control. Youth at the forefront of climate litigations. We need youth involvement to change the climate litigations and to improve the situation of climate and make a sustainable development. Women ministers on receiving end. The alleged remark of C.T. Ravi against Lakshmi Hibabakar reflect a large mindset. School dropout rate go far bad to worse in Bihar and Assam. The race for fighters, the IF dilemma. China has already fielded two fifth generation fighter jets, becoming the only country other than the US to have more than one fifth generation's fighters. In comparison, the Indian Air Force is 31st fighter squadrons, desperately awaiting new induction and with no fifth generation fighter in the lineup for at least a decade. That make a critical situations and in a vulnerable situation for Indian Air Force. Imagine a scenario where we have a so-called conflict in recent time. We are in stand still with the Chinese forces, and if that circumstances repeat, we have not much to do with China in fifth generation warfare. So we need to work upon this and give us at least suitable strength of Indian Air Force fighter jets and a defense budget. In search of grand strategy for India's foreign policy in 21st century. Maruti, Toyota lead December auto sales. Bank loan growth drove from the fifth month in a row in November. Power use rose 6% to 130.4 billion unit in December. Air India roll out Wi-Fi services on select aircrafts. India can turn crore of global supply chain. Cabinet extended DAP special package, crop insurance to stay. Viacom 18 Media is now a direct subsidiary of Reliance. 2,000 notes worth of 669 crore yet to return, RBI data. Tata Consultancy Engineering buys US CDI Engineering. Inside luxury goods, broken audit system, lie tale of workers' exploitations. Abu Dhabi Mubdala overtakes Saudi Arabia PIF as top sender. Global markets rode AI interest rate roller coaster ride in 2020. French forces to withdraw this month, say Ivory Coast president. Black box data extracted in South Korea plane crash investigation. Taipei. Taiwan presidents vote to boost the island defense budget. Pak begins in 2 years tenure as non-permanent member of UNSC. Newborn in Gaza dying from winter cold. Medias. Bangladesh saw a surge in mob killing last year. Israel strike kill 20 in Gaza as war grind into new year. Bangladesh army chief calls for national consensus toned down in anti-India rhetoric. South Korea presidential aides offer to resign amid crippling political crisis. Russia attacks central Kyiv with drones, 2 killed, 7 injured. Saudi Arabia starts humanitarian air bridge to assist Syria. Biden tries to Trump-proof his agenda, bolster legacy during final days in office. Elon Musk, Caecus Maximus persona baffles the internet. Trump's centers of universe, a magnet for those seeking influence. That's from my side, friend. Jain.